Do you also find the plural form in the Korean language really interesting? I do, because it's so flexible. You know, as a beginner, you start by learning the suffix 들 to add after nouns and pronouns, just like you add s or es in English. So 친구 is friend, 친구들 is friends, 나무 is tree, 나무들 is trees. But in real life, you also realize that people often just omit the suffix 들, especially when there's numbers, counters, or other context that shows that it's plural. 친구 3명, 손가락 5개. No need to say 들 every single time. 사람이 많아요. When there are a lot of people, you know it's plural. No need to say 들. And interestingly, I think this common omission also affects the use of English by many Korean people. You know, the biggest website in Korea is Naver, and they have their own map service. The address? map.naver.com, whereas Google has maps.google.com and Apple has maps.apple.com. So on my computer, I just type map. To go to Naver's map service and maps. To go to Google Maps. And the rest is auto-completed. Like this, plural marking isn't very strict in Korean. And as another example, Kakao's gift section is at gift.kakao.com, not at gifts@kakao.com. And I'm generalizing here, but usually for a Korean person picking a subdomain, the idea of pluralizing map or gift usually doesn't occur to them. And even if they did think of it, many users would just type naturally the singular form anyway. But that's just my guess. And then there's another super interesting level of flexibility because you can see the plural suffix 들 added after many adverbs. 빨리들 오세요, saying hurry up to a group of people. In English, you can't really pluralize the adverb, but if you add 들 after 빨리 in Korean, you show that you're saying it to a bunch of people instead of just one person. 조용히들 하세요. 많이들 드세요. Same structure. It kind of reminds me of how adjectives change depending on whether a noun is plural or singular in many European languages. Another example, 뭐 하고 있어요? It means what are you doing? And you can say it to one person or many people. But sometimes people also say 뭐 하고들 있어요? 뭐 하고들 있어요? 뭐 하고들 있어요? You know, even inserting 들 after 하고. This shows that you're asking the same question, what are you doing? But only to a group of people. What's also funny is that the word 여러분, you've heard it 100 times before, I think. 여러분. 여러분 means all of you or hey everyone. And people often pluralize this one as well as 여러분들, and the meaning is exactly the same. It's just personal preference and habit. So there's a lot of flexibility. How do you learn to use these naturally? Well, at first you learn the basic rules and practice them, but after that it's all about listening a lot, reading a lot, and watching a lot, and you will naturally develop a feel for these expressions and their usages. So have you noticed this kind of flexibility in Korean pluralization, and do you also have something like this in your language? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know. Thank you.